Greetings students. So today we will start with first chapter of chemical kinetics. So what is chemical kinetics? Chemical kinetics is that branch of chemistry which deals with the rate of reaction, factors which affect the rate of the reaction and mechanism of the reaction. So kinetics हमें इन तीन aspects के साथ deal करता है, that is rate of the reaction, factors which affect the rate and mechanism of the reaction. So depending upon the rate of the reaction, chemical reactions can be categorized in these four categories. That is, first is very fast. Very fast reactions include ionic reactions. For example, AgNO3 plus sodium chloride gives us AgCl plus NaNO3. Second category is fast reaction. It includes neutralization reaction. For example, acid plus base gives salt and water. Third category is the moderate reactions. It includes all the organic reactions. And fourth category is slow reaction. And the best example of slow reaction is rusting of iron. So, how we can define a chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is a reaction in which reactant is converted to product. So, how we can define the rate of the reaction? Rate of the reaction is change in the concentration of reactant or product per unit time. I repeat, rate of the chemical reaction is change in the concentration of reactant or product per unit time. So, we can define rate of reaction in terms of reactants also and in terms of concentration of products also. So in terms of concentration of reactants, if we want to define, then rate of reaction is equal to decrease in the concentration of reactant divided by time taken. And in terms of product, we can define as rate of reaction is equal to increase in the concentration of product divided by time taken. For example, this is our reaction. A moles of A reacts with B moles of B and it gives us C moles of C plus D moles of D. So how we can write the rate of reaction? Rate of the reaction, in general terms, it is written as dx upon dt. It represents the change in the concentration of reactant or product with change in the time. So A is the number of moles of A, B is the number of moles of B, C is the number of moles of C and small d is the number of moles of D. So rate of the reaction is written as dx upon dt, that is equal to minus 1 upon A. Why we have used minus here? Because it represents the concentration of reactants and concentration of reactants always decrease with time. So that's why minus sign here. So minus 1 upon A into D into change in the concentration of A divided by change in time. That is equal to minus 1 upon B dB into dt is equal to 1 upon C. Here we have used plus sign because C is the product and product की concentration always increases with time, into change in concentration of C divided by dt. That is equal to 1 upon D change in concentration of D divided by dt. For example, we have taken this example. 2 moles of N2O5 in gaseous form gives us 4 moles of NO2 plus oxygen. So how we can write the rate of reaction? Rate is equal to dx upon dt is equal to minus 1 upon 2 change in concentration of N2O5 divided by dt, change in time, is equal to, यहाँ पे हमने minus लगाया है because it represents the change in concentration of reactant which decreases with time. In terms of product, we can write 1 upon 4 change in concentration of NO2 over dt, change in time, is equal to oxygen ka number of moles is 1, so 1 upon 1 change in concentration of oxygen divided by dt. So what are the units of rate of reaction? Units of rate of reaction, as we know, rate is equal to concentration upon time. So what are the units? Moles per liter per time. So how many types of rate of reaction are there? There are two types of rate of reaction. First is instantaneous rate of reaction and second is average rate of reaction. So first is instantaneous rate of reaction. When we draw the graph of rate of reaction, we get this type of graph. This represents the time axis which we have taken in seconds and this axis represent the concentration of reactants in terms of moles per liter. तो ऐसा हमारे पास ग्राफ आता है. तो जिस भी इंस्टेंट पे we have to find the rate of the reaction we have to draw a tangent at the time at which rate of reaction is to be determined. For example, if we want to determine the rate of reaction at 40 seconds, so at 40 seconds we will draw a tangent which will touch the concentration axis as well as time axis. Okay, so we have to draw a tangent at that instant of time at which we want to find the rate of the reaction. Suppose we want to find the rate of reaction at 40 seconds, so corresponding to 40 seconds we will draw a tangent which will touch the y-axis as well as x-axis. So after drawing the tangent we will find the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction we know that it is equal to dx upon dt. So concentration axis पे 0.8 पे आ रहा है this tangent, and this tangent is giving the value of time as 90 seconds. So dx की value will be 0.8 and dt will be 90 seconds. This will give us the value of instantaneous rate of reaction. Second is average rate of reaction. So how we can define the average rate of reaction? Average rate of reaction is, ऊपर वाला ग्राफ हमने किया था इन टर्म्स ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स, तो एवरेज में हम ले रहे हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स. अगर हम कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स विद टाइम के साथ ग्राफ ड्रॉ करें तो वी विल गेट दिस टाइप ऑफ ग्राफ. सो लेट अस सपोज एट T1 concentration of products is x1, at T2 concentration of products is x2. So average rate is dx upon dt, that is x2 minus x1 divided by T2 minus T1. So this will give us the average rate of reaction, x2 minus x1 divided by T2 minus T1. So next is law of mass action. Law of mass action suggests that rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants. And जब भी हम ग्राफ ड्रॉ करते हैं तो ग्राफ कैसा आता है हमारे पास, दिस इज द concentration of reactants and this is time graph. तो ऐसा हमारे पास ग्राफ आता है. So next topic is factors which affect the rate of the reaction. First factor is concentration and nature of the reactant. So as we know, law of mass action क्या कहता है, rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants. As the concentration of reactants will increase, rate of reaction will increase. And with time के साथ साथ जैसे ही reactant product में convert होते जाते हैं, so with time concentration of reactants will decrease, so rate of reaction will decrease. For example, इसका best example is wood burns slowly in air but very fast in pure oxygen. Pure oxygen में जो wood की burning है, combustion reaction is very fast but slow in air. And how rate of reaction depends upon the nature. This is the example, Cl2 plus H2 gives us 2HCl. This reaction is fast. और जब इसी reaction में हमने क्लोरीन को ब्रोमीन से replace कर दिया, this reaction is slow. So it means यहाँ पे rate of reaction depends upon the nature of the reactants. इसमें बहुत सारे factors involve होते हैं like bond energy, bond dissociation energy, various new bonds are formed, various old bonds are broken. So there are various factors which determine the nature of the reactants and hence the rate of the reaction. Next factor is temperature of the system. So as the temperature of the system increases, rate of reaction also increases. And there is one more observation, that as the temperature increases by 10 degrees Celsius, rate of reaction becomes double or triple. That is, rate of reaction becomes double or triple with 10 degree rise in temperature. It is also called as temperature coefficient. So how we can define the temperature coefficient? It is the ratio of rate of reaction at two temperatures which differ by 10 degrees Celsius. And how we can determine the temperature coefficient? That is equal to rate constant at T plus 10 divided by rate constant at T degree Celsius. That is rate constant at T plus 10 divided by rate constant at temperature T. तो इसका वैल्यू कितनी आती है, twice और thrice. So this increase in rate of reaction with temperature can be explained on the basis of molecular collision theory. कि टेम्परेचर के साथ जो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन इंक्रीज हो रहा है और वो भी बढ़ के कितना डबल या ट्रिपल हो रहा है. सो दिस कैन बी एक्सप्लेन्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मॉलिक्यूलर कोलिजन थ्योरी. सो व्हाट डज इट सेज? मॉलिक्यूलर कोलिजन थ्योरी, अकॉर्डिंग टू इट, molecules collide with each other and this number of collisions per second per unit volume is called as collision frequency. So generally if we see that this collision frequency is very high, but all the collisions which the molecules are making are not effective. What are effective collisions? Effective collisions are those which have energy greater than threshold energy. And what is threshold energy? It is a minimum energy which is required by the reactants to convert into products. तो अगर तो reactants के पास threshold जितनी energy है, so they will be converted to products and the collision will be effective in nature. But every reactant does not have energy equal to threshold energy. तो अगर उसके पास threshold energy जितनी energy नहीं है, then its collision will be not effective in nature. So these collisions are called as ineffective collisions. So rate of reaction depends upon Z into F. Z is the collision frequency and F is the fraction of effective collisions. So why rate of reaction increases with increase in temperature? So we have two factors. First is Z and second is F. Rate of reaction अभी हमने लिखा it is equal to Z into F. So first we will determine the Z factor. So as the temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, frequency of collisions increases, so collision frequency increases. But it is found that Z is directly proportional to अंडर रूट ऑफ टेम्परेचर. तो जब हमने टेम्परेचर को 10 डिग्री बढ़ाया तो Z की जो वैल्यू इंक्रीज हुई इट वॉज फाउंड टू बी इंक्रीज बाय 1.06 टाइम्स. मान लो Z हमने निकाला है 310 और 300 पे निकाला तो Z की वैल्यू कितनी आई 1.6 टाइम्स 06 टाइम्स. बट रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन तो हमारा एक्चुअली डबल हो जाता है. जब हम टेम्परेचर को 10 डिग्री बढ़ाएंगे तो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन शुड डबल. तो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन किस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है? Z पे और F पे. इसका मतलब Z तो डबल नहीं हो रहा. सो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन इज नॉट डिपेंडेंट मच अपॉन Z. सो दिस ऑब्जर्वेशन दैट टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज करते हैं 10 डिग्री तो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन डबल्स कैन नॉट बी एक्सप्लेन्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कोलिजन फ्रीक्वेंसी. तो अब हम सेकेंड फैक्टर देखते हैं दैट इज F. F इज द फ्रैक्शन ऑफ इफेक्टिव कोलिजन्स. तो फ्रैक्शन ऑफ इफेक्टिव कोलिजन्स का ये ग्राफ हमने बनाया है. एनर्जी एक्सिस, out of total number of molecules, how much molecules have effective collisions. This is the graph at T, मान लो 300 Kelvin. This is the graph at T plus 10, that is at 10 degree. After we increase the temperature by 10 degree. So as all the molecules do not have same energy, सभी molecules की energy same नहीं होती. तो मान लो threshold energy इस point पे attain हो रही है molecules की. So suppose threshold energy is attained at ET. So beyond ET, all the collisions will be effective in nature. जब threshold energy attain हो जाएगी तो reactants will be converted to products और हम बोलेंगे that collisions are effective in nature. So we have written that beyond ET, all the collisions are effective. So this area represents the molecules. This area gives the fraction of molecules having energy equal to or greater than threshold energy. ये एरिया हमें क्या बता रहा है? मॉलिक्यूल्स जिनकी एनर्जी थ्रेशोल्ड एनर्जी से ज़्यादा है. तो जब हमने टेम्परेचर बढ़ा दिया T से T plus 10 तो ये जो नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं जिनकी एनर्जी ET से ज़्यादा है, पहले इतने नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स थे जिनकी एनर्जी थ्रेशोल्ड एनर्जी से ज़्यादा थी, अब इतने मॉलिक्यूल्स हो गए, ऑलमोस्ट डबल हो गए. सो इफ़ टेम्परेचर इज इंक्रीज फ्रॉम T to T plus 10, then threshold energy remains constant but shaded area becomes double. So what does our shaded area represents? It represents the number of effective collisions become double. So rate of reaction also becomes double. तो जैसा कि हमने अभी लिखा था rate of reaction depends upon Z into F. तो जब हमने F को डबल किया fraction of effective collisions डबल हो गई. जब टेम्परेचर को 10 डिग्री बढ़ाया तो फ्रैक्शन ऑफ इफेक्टिव कोलिजन्स डबल हो गए और हमारा रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन जो है वो डबल हो गया. इट मीन्स रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन डिपेंड्स मोर अपॉन F, दैट इज फ्रैक्शन ऑफ इफेक्टिव कोलिजन्स, एज कंपेयर टू Z, दैट इज कोलिजन फ्रीक्वेंसी.